forward to this fine last few days of October?
That's a good question. It's on my to-do list. It's on my bucket list. I live in the New York City area,
Okay.
and every year there's a Halloween parade in the Village in Lower Manhattan. I've always wanted to check it out. It's supposed to be a very crazy event, a very crazy time, and I haven't had yet to go. And I should go this year because it's warmer. It's warm this year,
Yeah,
and I should put it
absolutely.
on my to-do list.
And you said where is it?
And you get to
I
swim
believe
now.
it's in the Village.
Oh, it's the Village.
The Village, yeah.
Go to that. We used to go every year.
Really?
It's the only better Halloween party I've been to. Like society, like you're out in the open, just enjoying it. Is the West Hollywood. That's like 400,000 people go, and they shut down the boulevard over there.
Okay.
And that was only like both times I've seen celebrities in awesome costumes. I've had tons of great stories at both. Like, but the Village is, if Christmas encompasses New York City in such an amazing, beautiful way,
Yes.
the Village, that Halloween does that for the Village.
Yes.
It's perfect. I'm so envious. I wish I could go.
Yeah.
I miss my theater days. Just being young and free and being able to do whatever. Working in the theater.
Young and free is different, man.
Yeah.
Young and free is different.
Different times.
Dude. Well, do you guys do the haunts at all? Like, I know, Chris, you were working a haunt.
Yeah, I actually was a character in one. This is the first time ever doing anything like that, which it was really cool. It was for a bunch of kids, and it was at a church. So I don't think anybody ever realizes how creepy a church can actually be with all the lights off or corridors barely lit and stuff like that. And then with a dude who's 6'4", dressed up as a psychotic fucking clown, who's put in a room, who filled up balloons and set toys around and was looking at imaginary things. And then, yeah, I definitely made a couple kids cry. It was great.
You went the wrong way with what they were trying to do that weekend.
They told me I can traumatize the kids however I want as long as I don't touch them. And I was like, that's easy.
Stop it.
That's easy.
Stop it.
Don't you do that.
Oh, I'm not kidding.
Ridiculous.
That's literally what they told me as was the criteria for being they did a background check and everything on everybody, but yeah, they were just like, no, it's fine. It's for a bunch of like middle schoolers that twerps anyway. Scare them however bad you want. Make them poop their pants. Just don't touch them. I was like, okay, no problem.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would not allow you to do this.
It was a good time.
But it is a church, so that might be the first force of punishment. Like, all right, those were the bad behavior kids. Like, all right, we're bringing some through. Chris, we're going to use you this time. Get in there and scare the hell out of them.
It was crazy. Like I wasn't expecting a group of small kids. There was like maybe 5-year-olds that had come through, a group of like 10 of them. And bro, like they were there with their parents. Their parents were walking through with them and all that stuff. But only one kid really seemed super scared. All the other groups of other kids had 3-4 of them that were literally screaming. I was like, what is going on here? Like these other kids are like, the little kids are like looking at mom and dad like affirmationally, and it's like, what should we do here? And they're like, it's okay. I mean, he looks scary though, right? And they're trying to help play into it so to like they get the experience and stuff.
So what I'm hearing is that you in cohorts with the church,
yeah,
with your local spiritual house of God,
yes,
traumatized a 5-year-old for Halloween,
and like 13 and 14-year-olds too.
Were you pegging these children with candy corn as they passed by you?
Nope. The first crew, especially when I saw they were young, I did like nonverbal. So I barely talked or did anything. I didn't really scream or nothing. So I just sat there and just in this crazy ass clown costume.
When you got verbal.
Yeah, like I handed them the clue because they were set up like escape rooms. So I handed them the clue, and then of course the parents are like, "Go ahead, read it," and they're bashful. They don't want to read it, so then the parents got to read it and got to help them figure out what's going on or whatnot. And, like we had scare actors in the corridor that led to another room for my section and a bunch of other things. And then I felt bad because it was coming up to a part where I was supposed to like jump out again into the next room and like really scare them like bad. and I couldn't like fully do it. I couldn't commit completely, so I stomped through and I was like, "Who let them out?" Instead of like screaming and like coming at somebody with my toy or whatever I had. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was cool.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then I shut all the
You
lights
went
off because
full horror movie mode. You got hired to be in a horror movie, and we're like, yeah, these kids are gonna get it.
Yeah.
These church kids are gonna get it. You're
It's
not
like
even like in a
auditioning
scared
for
straight
streams.
program.
18.
He went full R rating. Just the whole.
I asked
At
them
one
if I
point-
could come back and film in the place one night, and they were like, "Yeah, I mean, if that's a thing you want to do, you're gonna work on a project or something, just let us know. We'll let you have it. We'll give you access."
Oh my God, we should do Halloween night. You're just there,
Bro.
you're just in the church.
No.
Do
I'm
what?
not doing that. Nope.
You're gonna die. You can get possessed.
I mean, hopefully by a good spirit. I mean, you know, they're built to encompass good vibration, and like they have the shapes and all the different things to help with that. That's the true meaning behind like a church or a not a monastery. What the hell do they call them?
Monasteries,
Is it
Yeah.
considered a
churches,
monastery?
monasteries, cathedrals,
Cathedral. There you go. Yeah. That was what I meant.
house of ill repute for some.
Yeah.
For some.
Yeah.
It depends. I'm gonna keep studying I'm gonna do a poll of Jimmy Kimmel and just keep studying the green room the whole time.
No, it's cool. We're about to
We'll get
talk
to
about Nicolas Cage anyway. Nice, the black foam mask.
Are we? I'm down. I love Nicolas Cage. What's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie, Chris? You first.
Favorite? Oh
Yeah.
man, it's a tough one. I'm a huge Gone in 60 Seconds fan. Huge.
Love it. HLS. How about you, man? What's your favorite? Nick Cage?
Con Air. I think Con Air and National Treasure kind of like tied a little bit.
Those are
It's
good.
very different genres, but I really enjoy both.
National Treasure was going to be my runner-up because I love, and we talked about this earlier. I love treasure hunts. I love adventure movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a
I
new
love
one
history,
coming out.
like old time shit, ancient shit.
Yeah, there's a new one coming out with Keanu Reeves.
A new what?
National Treasure movie.
Wait, is he
The
gonna
TV show didn't do well, so they want to reboot it with Nicolas Cage.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
Sturdy. What's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie?
I was gonna say, I guess he doesn't like Nick Cage.
He
I don't.
hates
I hate
Nick
Cage.
Cage.
Really?
Hate.
Cannot stand them.
He
Cannot
hates him. It's wonderfully. That's my favorite actor.
Not even that's your favorite actor.
That's my favorite actor. I love Nick Cage.
Wow.
He even seems
And I
confused
love him.
by it. He's like, wait, seriously?
I get it
Favorite
because a lot of
actor?
people hear Nick Cage and they're like, well, it's Nick Cage. He's Nick Cage. Yeah, he is. But in every movie, I charge you to think of any movie he's in where he gave a performance similar to another.
Every single movie he's in.
No, he's not. You're bullshitting. He's
No,
not the same in
I'll
every
agree.
one.
He's not one dimensional. But his body of work,
Mm.
in my opinion, a lot of it isn't memorable.
Mm.
He had a great run. He had like
Oh.
a great maybe 8-year span. Then
Oh,
after
no.
that, like, I don't know what happened.
This
Oh,
guy's
no.
been
I
out
will-
since the 70s, man. Since the late 70s.
Yeah.
I will argue all day long about Nick Cage's. Now, I'm not saying that every movie he does is a masterpiece. Of course not. But I can make an argument that he was an influential part of filmmaking for 40 years. Yeah. And
Fear
I
and
can
Loathing
and
in
I'm
Las
gonna-
Vegas.
Yeah, I mean that's the 90s too. I'm going back to the 40s. The 40s, the 80s. Jesus Christ, how old do I think I am?
This guy said
Um,
before.
I went back. I can't tell you that.
Are you counting Fast Time at Ridgemont High? Like, are you
Fast
counting?
Time, he
that?
was in that. No, I'm not counting that as an influential part. He was in it, but at Valley Girl, Rumblefish. This is the early 80s, by the way.
Yeah,
The Cotton Club. Peggy Sue Got Married, which he was a main star in, and
Yep.
also Valley Girl he was.
Yep.
Raising Arizona in 1987.
To me, that was his breakout. That was his that put him
What-
on the map.
The same year, Moonstruck.
Mm.
Yes.
So
With Cher. Yes.
now Vampire's Kiss, as much as people don't like it, it's still a well-known movie. You can at least agree on that for most people. He was in the David Lynch movie Wild at Heart, Firebirds with I think it was Clint Eastwood.
Mhm.
and that's 1990. Because then you have Honeymoon in Vegas with James Caan and Sarah Jessica Parker. That wasn't a huge hit, but it was a big movie for the time. The Amos and Andrew movie with Lawrence Fishburne. Again, not a huge hit, but it was like a mainstream movie. And then Guarding Tess with Shirley MacLaine, 1994.
Oh yes.
It Could Happen to You, where he gives the waitress the
Vegas
lottery
the
winnings.
tip. Yep, the tip. Yeah, the lotto ticket. Yep.
That was a really popular. And Leaving Las Vegas, I think he was nominated or he won an Oscar.
Really?
He was at the very least, I believe, he was nominated. Let me see what the number. One Oscar. I don't know for what though. Nicolas Cage. Yeah. So he's an Oscar-winning actor, and that's in 1996, and that is 15 years after he got started in the business, right?
Mhm.
And then you go back, and that's 1996, 1990. So you go back to 1996 again. Oh no, it was 1995. So you go to 1996. The Rock.
Mhm.
The Rock.
Con Air,
That's
yep.
amazing.
Face Off.
Yep.
City of
Yes.
Angels.
Yep.
You may not remember it now, but it was a popular movie.
With Meg Ryan, right?
Yep.
Snake Eyes, popular movie,
With Meg Ryan.
and I think it's gained more of a cult status because it didn't do well.
Yeah.
8mm.
Yep.
Bringing Out the Dead, a Scorsese film.
Don't remember that one.
That was with Billy D. Williams, where he's the ambulance driver. I love that Sturdy has not said a word this entire time. Gone in 60 Seconds, The Family Man,
Yep.
Captain Corelli's Mandolin, which I'd argue is a good movie, but it wasn't like didn't do well. Wind Talkers, Adaptation, which is arguably one of his biggest movies. Matchstick Men, National Treasure, Lord of War. I'm only in 2005, by the way. Matchstick Men, National Treasure, Lord of War.
Did you say
'cause
Wicker
even
Man?
if I skip, the Wicker Man's in there, but let's say I skip ahead 5 years. You have Kick Ass. You have The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Season of the Witch, Drive Angry. If I skip ahead another 5 years, and that was only 2010. You have It Starts to Dip. He's in Left Behind. He's in The Runner, Pay Ghost. Like these are the movies where he lost all his money in taxes.
Yeah, he was just taking whatever he could.
Exactly. And then you get to 2018, or you get to Mom and Dad, which is a horror movie that I wasn't too keen on, but it's just because it fucked me up. Mandy, which is my favorite movie of 2018. And then Color of Space. He's in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. He's coming back for the third one. Shit, there's a lot of movies here that he was in. Willy's Wonderland.
Yep.
Sympathy for the Devil just came out.
Renfield.
Dude, I mean, I can make an argument 40 years this dude has been influential in this.
And to give it a little bit more to him, I appreciate the fact that he changed his name to not allow the nepotism of him being Francis Ford Coppola's nephew.
Yeah.
Yes. Nicholas Coppola. Yeah.
Whether or not he did, leverage that behind the scenes, but he at least changed his name to make it appear like he wasn't. And if that is true, I don't want to take credit away if it's due. He kind of worked his ass to be able to do all of this stuff, from smaller little roles up to feature films, back to, all right, well, he's a name, let's use him. And now he's I think he's back. I think he just went through a season, and he doesn't discredit any of the shit that he did during that time where he was broke. He was like, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta fucking live.
Yeah.
And he runs with it. He's not acting like, you just don't like my films. No, bro, I get it. I just needed to pay some shit off. Like, he literally says it. I waste my money on stupid shit, and I needed to start coming up with some money. Literally what he says. He's like, I know I don't need these weird heads and these weird fucking statues and my jewelry, but I gotta pay this shit off now.
30. You don't like one?
I mean, there's a few things I like him that he's in.
Okay.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I like him that he's in. But I just really cannot stand him. I can't stand his face, his voice, anything about him. I just hate him.
His voice is super unique. It's very nasally. I understand that. It takes getting used to. Super unique.
But I
doesn't-
don't mind
it's
him
a
as a
slow
voice.
draw
Like,
that-
but the funny thing is, like, if he's a voice actor, he doesn't bother me as much.
Slow draw
Like,
that-
I don't see him at least, so
Yeah,
it's
he-
not bad.
Okay.
But seeing him, oh my god!
Yeah, he hates his face. Like literally hates his face.
Okay.
It's kind of amazing. I couldn't see Sturdy's face there, but I could feel the aura as I read off titles that Nicolas Cage is in. I can see it in his face now, and I'm enjoying it a bit. He's got a nice little haircut going on there, man. You're good.
Yeah, just got a fresh cut.
And then he's pissed off because I'm putting up Nick Cage. He's like, I want to talk Halloween, dude, and horror movies, not this bullshit.
Listen, it's your show. You gotta, I'm here.
Well, look, he's even saying it through his teeth. It's your show, I'm here to support.
Yep. I popped on. That's what I came on for. This bullshit. Guys, it's Halloween. I want to have some fun. We're talking traditions. Sturdy, I didn't get to ask you. What's some traditions that you guys are going to be getting into this weekend, or doing some fun things?
What's some traditions that you guys? One thing we really enjoy doing is getting some Reese's and like mashing them up. One thing we really enjoy and throwing on 2 girls 1 cup and eating the Reese's. Had to throw it in there. Had to throw it in there real quick.
Every fucking episode.
That's payback for talking about Nicolas Cage for so long.
Real quick. Yep. That's my tradition. Yep.
HLS is never coming back.
Watching horror.
HLS is never coming back.
Horror.
What are you watching?
No clue. Trick or treat. Trick or treat is a definite. The rest, no clue. Random. Trick or treat.
Do you want to take some gummies and get crazy? Go to YouTube and type in the Grinch Halloween special or whatever.
Oh yeah, people have been telling me about it.
The 70s are ridiculous, dude. The 70s were ridiculous for animation. I will admit, though, I've always hated 70s animation personally. So
about 70s porn.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm fine with the
bushes
70s
were
porn.
horrifying.
I don't care. There's no cups to be found.
That you know of.
There's no cups to be found.
That's hilarious.
It took me a second, but I got it. There's no cups to be found.
Could be hiding in the bush. You never know.
Coming out like Peter Griffin or Homer Simpson, and they're just retreating back, letting it fucking completely cascade over you.
Jesus,
pull it out the bush and just hold it right under and drop it down. Go ahead. Do your thing.
I got a few movies I got to watch before Tuesday, so I'm definitely going to do that. I got Never Hike Alone 2 right here on my computer ready to go. I got Final Destination, Idle Hands, the Winnie the Pooh movie, and then me and a couple of my boys are doing a Raid-a-thon stream all day on Sunday. So hopefully maybe that becomes a tradition.
Interesting.
And,
over on Twitch.
For that stream, what are you doing for that, Chris? You gaming?
To be honest with you, I might do the Motivational Monday for like the first half of it, half an hour to an hour of it, and then switch over to doing maybe a special episode of the Midnight Matinee or something like that to talk about like all the movies that I just got done watching in the last week. Just kind of as a special holiday episode. But I haven't completely solidly put it in yet, but I will be dressed in costume.
Okay.
I will be the evil clown that I was at the haunted house. I have it sitting right here next to me.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. So we get to see the horrifying, traumatizing thing you put on to.
Yeah. I might even turn the camera a long way and just stand the whole time and hold a knife and yeah.
You don't have to do that.
You haven't waited
you
with this. I'm nervous.
You should do that. You should
scare
do
me.
that.
Not happening.
So, I'm going to be a part of that.
I'll put it on after once I go into Midnight Matinee mode. I won't do it for the motivational portion of it.
Well, okay. Let me ask you guys before we get started. So, Halloween, do you guys? So I don't know who. Well, do you have kids? Are you guys HLS? Do you have any kids? Are you guys going trick or treating? Or
I do. No, my daughter's so young. She's only 2, so walking around and giving her candy. It's not part of my to-do list. Costume and photos, yes. Giving her, sugar daddies.
I love sugar daddies.
Yeah,
dude.
Not the ones on
You're
the
sure?
internet. I mean the candy, the little stick of sugary
We had to be
caramelly.
clear. We had to be put that
Yeah,
disclaimer
we
out
got to
there
make
now.
sure people get it out here.
Yeah, but I'm sure if a
I'll
guy
take a
paid
sugar
for your
mommy
feet
though.
pictures, you would pay you would take a sugar daddy, Chris. If the dude just wanted pictures of your feet, you're doing it. Don't act like you wouldn't.
Sad, but
So
true.
he's just gonna sell his feet to sell pictures of his feet.
There's a market for that, man.
Oh no, but just for candy?
No, just for candy.
Hey, we all
Oh,
got to
wow.
start getting compensated somewhere.
Dude, you're gonna be the only content creator who's literally blowing guys for.
Wow. Wow.
Blow pops. Blow pops.
Listen,
Yeah,
fiber
yeah,
goes hard.
exactly.
Man.
Tell me, how many
Blow
licks
pop.
does it take to get to the center?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Blow pops. You're right.
My girl's gonna go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
What is going on in there?
She's like, "You're not allowed to stream no more. Fuck this. Go get a job."
Nope. You're gonna need supervision. She'd be just sitting in the corner looking pissed off in the background.
He's already sitting right there now. I'm kidding.
He's just gonna make him watch Weed Wolf again. Be mad. So HLS, what are you guys doing for Halloween? What's the big like show about?
Yeah,
Let me just finger
honestly,
you here for a second.
Gonna be super low key, just with my daughter. Just some photos and dinner. That's it. After daycare, just take her out to eat somewhere.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah.
Are you doing? Are you guys doing anything for the shows?
No, we're bad planners. We knew Halloween was coming all year. We knew it last year, and we don't have a show ready for it.
That's all right. See, you got to invite Mick on. Mick will just talk about scary shit for a while, and then
we could do that. We could definitely do that.
Oh, that's easy. Talk about your favorite horror movies, your favorite Halloween themed movies, your favorite Halloween in general.
Your favorite, that would be a good one. Like, what's your favorite? What's your favorite Halloween? What was your most fun Halloween?
Most memorable is when my brother walked into a glass door, and I don't think I've ever laughed that hard in my life. So we were out trick or treating, and like every single house, like a lot of homes look the same. They have like the same type of doors and everything in the front.
Yeah.
And a lot of every single home had like their glass part of that door just out, so you'd go walk in there and knock on the door and get the candy. This one door, this glass was so fucking clean. That shit was incredible. So he's walking. All you hear is bang, boom. He hit his knee first and then hit his face on there and had a big ass nose print on there. I was jumping up and down, laughing so hard.
How old was he at the time?
I want to say we were maybe around 12, 13-ish.
Oh, yeah, he felt the humiliation.
Oh my God, I was glad. It was just me and him too at the time because we like split up from everybody, and I was in tears laughing so fucking hard. This same night, this fool, so he was standing on the back of my cousin's wheelchair, right? My cousin was going down the street, and my boy was like, oh shit, a pile of leaves. And it wasn't as deep as he thought it was. So he jumps in there, and you already know how that ended. And this same night, this is back Game Boy Color and shit was in style. He went up the street to go buy some batteries. Buys the batteries, puts them in his pocket. Later on that night, we're walking around. Just goes in his pocket. Oh, what's this in my pocket? It just throws it. Later on, we go back to the crib. It was the fucking batteries. I was like, what in the world happened tonight? What happened, yo? We got mad candy. We got a lot of fucking candy, so that's a plus. But other than that, I had a great time. I didn't get hurt. I got lots of fucking laughs. Like, don't you? That was probably my most memorable and funniest Halloween, which I like to hear everyone else's stories. But don't you love it when you have that one friend that just when your one friend has like that one stupid night like that? It's just hilarious because we've all been that friend where you've had that your night is just a bunch of dumb shit just happens to you the whole fucking night, no matter what. But when you're the viewer instead of the person getting looked at, oh my God, it's
different.
Hilarious.
It's different.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
hilarious. But what are some of your guys' memorable Halloween moments?
Well, who's got one? I want to hear it.
Trying to think.
I know you got one, Mick.
I got
back
a few.
to you. Let me think about this for a second.
Trying to think of my favorite. Like what was a really fun one?
That
Oh,
didn't
I'll never.
involve you fist fighting your brothers.
Oh my god, no, we never went. Halloween wasn't like their thing.
Okay.
So like I never really went out with them. So I always went out with friends on Halloween. Because their trick or treating days were pretty much over by the time like I was going out by myself because they were older. All right. I do remember a really fun one. Partying with some friends and stuff. All right, so back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not that.
Once upon a time.
No, I wouldn't start saying it if I was like fucking Harvey Weinstein or some shit. So
were you in blackface for this one?
No.
Oh damn.
No. I have never been in, nor have I been to a party to where somebody was in blackface. I can swear to that.
Oh man. I love this. It's so easy.
No, it was nothing like that. The offensive part was like I was at a party with some friends, and like there's a whole bunch of people there. Like we were older at that point. I think I had to be like 30, maybe 31. And we're just hanging out, we're partying. I was a single dude just hanging out, and like this one girl, there was like this uppity group over there. And then they all came in where we were sitting, and we were pretty like, all right, let's just have fun. Let's just like that. Let's just make jokes, but it's like offensive, but it's not offensive. It's not offending anyone, but it's just fun, offensive jokes,
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, I do not mean anything real sturdy. Don't point this out on me.
I didn't do it.
I see your sly ass smile from the Nick Cage shit. So one girl was sitting there, she got real uppity. She didn't like any of my jokes. She did not like me. And I'm like, oh, is this your she was like a friend of the wife throwing the party. And finally, and like the guy who like threw the party didn't like her. I was like, is it cool? Can I just like make her leave right now? And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, watch. And I looked at her. I was like, hey, is that your new boyfriend? She goes, yes. So, and I was like, stop me when we get to it. And I start going like this. Like, oh my God, you must be dead. And I just kept going. She got so offended she left.
This guy. That's hilarious.
I was like, that's how you kick people out.
Hilarious.
Uppity people don't like this shit. So that's not like the best thing that happened on Halloween, but that was a fun one. That whole night was a good night.
That's funny.
See that.
What about you two gentlemen?
I don't have a great Halloween story, but I have a great Halloween moment.
Okay.
So there was my girlfriend at the time. She wanted to go to a Halloween party, and it was last minute to have a costume. So I went on the internet and I Googled like quick, easy costumes to do. So I got a cardboard box and I gift wrapped it, cut holes out for like, it was big. So I cut holes out for my sleeve and my head and whatever, right? My arms and my head. And I put a bow right in the center and I wrapped it like it was a Christmas gift. And it said, from God to women. So my costume I was God's gift to women. And I got so much attention at the party. My girlfriend hated it. But it was fun for me. Because it was a great DIY costume. It cost me all of $6.
That's awesome.
I love it. Oh man, you stepped the line too, so you kept on track.
I did. Yes, the name stuck with me. Habitual line stepper. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Dude, that's great. Chris, what about you, man? What you got?
So I was having trouble thinking of like the kiddie ones back in the day because I can't remember going trick or treating. I mean, I grew up in fucking Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not exactly the best place to go knocking on weird people's doors. Anyway, I mean, the Bronx is worse. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I was an adult. I was working at a bank, and let's just say I had to work the next day. I decided to be a dead mechanic, so I threw on a burnt my uniform. I was working at a car dealership the year before, and I kept one of the uniforms because somebody lit me on fire by accident. Yeah, so gasoline, matches, torches, it doesn't mix, right? Yeah. So I was literally...
The way you tell this story with a smile on your face that someone lit you on fire.
Yeah, it happens.
And when you add that to, I like to terrorize children, I'm officially worried about you, and I think I need to call somebody.
Well, let me preface that with the reason I'm laughing so much is because that's not the first time I've ever been on fire. I've set myself on fire in high school at one point for a video production that we were doing as a project for English class. I was recreating some scene, and let's just say the book dealt with a historical event. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, it was one of those things. Even my teacher was like, "Okay, but it kind of worked, and it came out, and it's factual, so I can't be mad at it." So anyway,
was he at least concerned?
That's the question.
I mean, there was a bit of dread on his face because he still had to pass me, and he still was kind of trying to teach me a lesson and explain. But you had us read the shit. You told us make a movie. I go for realism.
Okay. First of all, what'd you read?
Huh? I'll tell you off camera. Anyway, so I kept one of my uniforms as a mechanic that I got lit on fire from. I wore that. I dirtied myself up, black eye all around, and I was the dead mechanic. Okay, so I was walking around with a Mr. Goodwrench shirt with the patch fucked up, the burns on the bottom, and my shop pants all dirty and my dirty shop boots. So I was walking around all of downtown Albany, going from bar to bar with a couple of friends. I bust my ass twice. I get so drunk, everybody ends up watching a fucking drag show that night. Couple of us we don't remember part of the night. We remembered after the night, and then the night got extended into the next day. And then I remembered really quickly, while I'm shit-faced off my ass, that I gotta be at work in 45 minutes.
Maniac.
I showed up, changed my shirt so fast, my tie was crooked, forgot I still had the other boots on. I put the other boots on instead of my dress shoes, and I still had eye makeup and the runs of it, and the pores were just smelling like straight vodka and Long Island iced teas with a pounding headache.
It's the worst Halloween ever. What is wrong with you?
No, it was a great time. The whole busting my ass thing, and then bro, listen. Drag shows, they're a good place to be at if you want to have fun with all the loud music and people that just don't care and are carefree. It was a good time. Costumes out the wazoo, like very creative. But the main thing was me busting my ass, getting so shit-faced, forgetting that I had to work and nobody else reminded me. And my girlfriend at the time just let the shit happen. Dropped my ass off at work while I was still like buttoning my shirt and doing my tie. I get in, and as soon as I walk in, everybody's like, "Oh, what the fuck happened to you?" So I look like Beetlejuice, serving people their money, right? I'm a teller at the time. Every time I go to the drive-thru, somebody's like, "Oh, you guys are celebrating Halloween." No, just me. And can you stop yelling, please?
Dude.
Yeah.
Sunglasses.
Yeah. Hey, it was a good time for me after the fact.
And the story that I told, he was that friend that night that got fucked up, the one that everyone was looking at and laughing at. He was that friend that night. Like I said, we're always that guy.
I can own it. I can own it. But no, I am good. Don't worry. I don't play with fire like that anymore. You know, I stopped trying to swallow swords and spit flames. I'm good. I'm past that part of my life.
I love that it's anymore. It's just like, yeah, I don't do that anymore. You learn to not light yourself on fire anymore.
Hey, the second time was not me doing it, okay? They just didn't realize that I had gasoline on me from doing a fuel tank job up at the other part of the shop. So when I came by somebody who had the torch and they turned, they weren't careful with it and like aiming it down. So as I walked by them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me fix my point here. Open flames and people shouldn't be next to each other.
Occupational hazards occur sometimes when you're dealing with certain solvents in the shop and gasoline and motor oil, and yeah, shit happens sometimes, man.
And somebody brings a flamethrower in to show you that they got one.
We use a torch to get bolts loose. We live in the Northeast where there's rust and salt and it ages and corrodes things, so we got to use torches and hammers to get heat to expand and shit. Like
the amount of times, considering I talk to Chris every day, that he mansplains the Northeast to me, and I have to explain to him I'm from New Jersey.
How many fucking cars have you tried to take apart that are 20 years old by hand without leverage or heat? Most people give up and just go pay somebody after they first try. They're like, it's not moving. I'm just going to pay this guy.
That I'm not one of the people who pay people to do it.
Okay. My bad. My bad. You are part of us, the cool crew.
Mary Poppins from 1964.
Just sprinkle a little bit.
You want to know who directed The Day the Earth Stood Still, 1951? I'm your guy. You want to fix the cars? Take the fire.
That's it. I'm good with it. Bro.
Into the fire.
Some of our brake clean chemicals and all the shit, to like WD-40 and shit, with a little lighter. Imagine with an actual torch that you can get a flame out to like here that heats up to like 1600 degrees. Think about that with behind it. It's fun in a shop sometimes, man. It's real fun.
Dude.
You have a weird way of having fun, man.
Thank you. I was thinking the same
none
thing,
of you
but
guys
I just
have
met
ever
y'all, so
put,
I don't want to step out of pocket.
None of you have ever put a rivet inside a blowgun, like an air gun, and then with the shop air just across the shop and hear that shit go ping?
Can't say I
You guys are missing out on life.
I mean,
you guys are missing out on
not
life.
Saying
everybody should be wearing safety glasses anyway.
Well, shit. You're a mechanic. That's your calling. We don't have to hear that shit. We got other callings. You ever see somebody blue spark on a film set? I have. That shit was fucked up. I'm not even gonna.
I wish the shop had fucking cameras because I would have kept that video.
Dude. So for anybody watching, not Chris, because he's a little pain in the ass. I love him though. Blue sparking is when you take two live wires and you put the paddles near each other when they're not plugged in, and then the spark comes. It's the electricity that's pulled from it, and then you just get a blue spark, and it's probably deadly in most cases. That shit is wild to watch. I will just say that. And I'm so glad it never happened to me. So, I want to hear your ghost stories, gentlemen.
Ooh.
I want to hear a good personal encounter with the weird or the supernatural or what you might have perceived to be the supernatural. I will go last, and I'm picking Chris to go first.
Okay.
And I'm going to go HLS sturdy.
Picture this. It's college. It is right near Halloween. It's pitch black in the middle of nowhere. I went to a school literally in the boonies. We started naming cows on the side of the road because that's all we would see every time we would go to Walmart or take the bus to our other campus to our trade school. We found on the side of the road this big ass building, recessed back, long driveway, tons of grass that was overgrown, and we were like, oh, that looks like a cool place to go hang out one of these nights. We decided to load up a couple cars with a couple chicks and a bunch of dudes, and we head on out. We go in, get over the fences, walk up the long driveway. Shit starts to feel real eerie right then and there once we're passing tall grass as tall as us, and I'm 6'4", okay? We approach, we get closer. See open window at the bottom with a piece of board in front of it. We decide to move it out the way and gain entry. So we get in. We're in the basement. As we start to move around, obviously, you know, your mind starts to play tricks on you. You hear noises and stuff like that. We don't know if we're hearing rats and mice. We don't know if there's birds in this motherfucker. We don't even know the condition of the building, whether or not it's condemned for any certain reason or anything. So we start to hear things moving around. It gets spooky. It's black, right? We start making our way up different floors. Now, we had the rule, do not fuck with each other because we don't know for sure what the fuck. And if something pops off, we want to be ready in case it's real. In case, not that there's real ghosts attacking us, but just in case, you know, there's homeless people or whatever and they decide they're crazy and they want to attack us. Because most of us were from New York City in the boony setting, so we think about this shit. Everybody else was like, yeah, let's go. So
I'm from New Jersey, so I don't know what that's like.
You know what I'm saying. We're from city areas compared to people from rural areas that are like, we'll be fine, it's fine. We're just like always preemptively thinking of the worst situation, ready to fight. So we start
Oh,
making
man.
our way up these stairs. The stairs feel ratty. Then we start realizing there's holes in the floor in different spots as we're going. Then we make our way through different corridors. The noises get weirder and weirder as we kept going. We thought we heard a voice at one time. Now we all had our camera phones out. Now this is flip phone era and like N-Gage era. So some people had like an actual camera with a light. Some of us just had the inside of our phones, right? Noises become more and more apparent the deeper and further we get in. We are now on the 3rd floor, and we really start taking a look around because it's super pitch black. There's no power, and some of our phones are dying. We didn't think to bring flashlights with us, okay? We start taking a look around, and we start realizing things very quickly. This was some type of a medical facility, okay? Stretchers with bindings everywhere. We walk into one room, pitch black. Dude trips over something. Has to find his way back up, scales the wall next to him, right? Because now we pitch black. We can't see nothing. Most of everybody's phone are dead. And we're afraid of holes in the floor. We're going blind through this motherfucker. He's touching the walls. And as he's trying to touch the wall, he just goes, "Oh, fuck, guys. Oh, fuck." We're like, what's going on? Then all of a sudden, a chick screams. She went into another room. Felt the same thing he felt. It was padded fucking rooms, bro. Padded fucking rooms. So we're like, oh shit. We're in a fucking noodly bin. We're in a condemned fucking loony bin. Every floor from that point we started going down. It was like 5 floors. And then we went up, we came back down. But every single floor, there was a different fucking sound. There was one of, like I said, a voice that almost everybody heard, like unanimously, like looked at each other while we still had lights on at that point. It was like, did you just hear that? One girl was like, yeah, it said such and such. I don't remember what the fuck she said. Everybody was like, okay, so we're not crazy. We literally tried to get through this whole entire place to see if there was somebody in there fucking with us. And then we got to another floor. Shit started moving and rolling around. One of the gurneys in the hallway shifted off the wall. Bro, like, I swear to you, like, I'm getting fucking hair standing up on me now. Because as much as I like, oh, it's fake, this, that, and the third, there's still this little piece of me that somewhere inside goes, nah, you're feeling something. You know what's up. Stop acting like you're not feeling that. We got almost near the exit. Like this time we were like, we're not going back through the basement. We're not crawling out that window. So we get near the exit to go outside. Something comes rolling down the stairs. Everybody turns around. Nothing's there. We open the door. The moonlight shines through. Nothing's there. When we get outside, the fucking door slams on us. And then we're walking up the driveway, and all of a sudden, out of the grass comes somebody with a flashlight, and it's a fucking cop who's like, what are you guys doing here? And we're like, dude, were you fucking with us? And he's like, no, I just got here. I just turned off my lights just before you guys came out. That's why I'm here, and I'm only halfway, but I wanted to fuck with you to scare you. And he looked at us. He goes, what happened? That fucking door, you didn't just see that shit slam? We were all standing around the door. He goes, this is why nobody comes here.
Wait, you're 38?
Yeah, about to be 38. I was like 20 at the time.
Were we together in this adventure? Because it sounds exactly like something I went through.
Were you in Alfred, New York? Or near Alfred, New York? Hornell, New York? And the year 2006, 7?
I mean, I was in a lot of places.
Yeah, but the cop seriously, like,
days.
The cop went from, I was just fucking with you guys in, like, to scare you in the grass here, to his face just went straight serious and said, why? What the fuck happened? And I immediately knew, like, and then he was like, this is why nobody comes here. Let's get out of here now. Like, everybody leave now.
Chris, let me show you something real quick.
Bro, he escorted us out, followed us down to the next town, and was like, just do me a favor and do everybody else a favor. Please tell everybody about your experience and don't tell them to fucking come here, because when you college kids come here and weird shit happens, shit gets weird around here. And he was straight fucking stone serious. And I was like, bro, I'm used to cops being like assholes and stone serious, but this wasn't one of them things. Like he went from trying to fuck with us to being straight serious, and I was like, nah, and it's one of those things that's like only people from the town type might know type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, why won't they fucking knock this shit down then if that's the case or something? You know what I mean? Come to find out, we went back during the next day, because we were like, no, get the fuck out of here. We started walking through everything that we thought we perceived in the night, the gurneys, the padded walls, it's all legit. We look out the back window, there's a fucking cemetery, bro. I was like, nope,
Dude.
never coming back here again.
Chris, let me show you this.
Weird New Jersey.
All you guys. So Weird New Jersey, that's what, so being from Jersey, we used to like going on these fucking crazy haunts and stuff, right? And Weird New Jersey was a magazine, I'll explain it before I put it up. That was just like you could buy it in convenience stores in New Jersey or bookstores in New Jersey. And if you've ever seen like the Weird US books, or every state has one where it says Weird, New York, whatever.
Yeah.
That's these guys. They started in Weird New Jersey as a small, like almost pamphlet type magazine that talked about like haunted areas in New Jersey, oddities, things like that, like all the really weird and strange stuff. And I love this fucking book. I own every one. And my friends and I would always go hunting, like the Jersey Devil, or we go to, there was always abandoned mental hospitals. In Jersey, there seemed to be like a lot. With slaughterhouses, stuff like that, like all abandoned, all haunted, crazy stuff. This time I'm going to talk to you about is similar to Chris's. The story I had was a different one. If you want me to tell that later, I'll happily do it. That's a ghost story. This isn't a ghost story. This is a we almost died story. But I found the place and I have the pictures up. It no longer exists. This was back in, this had to be around the same time. It couldn't have been 2006. It had to be earlier. I would say maybe around 2000, 2001.
Okay.
Because I was in Florida by the time 2006 rolled around. But if you look at this place, right? So this is where we went. And to set the scene for you, it's like up on a hill. And it's like, it was all, at the time, it was all fenced around. And it was like big, like 10-foot fence all the way around. And, I was with there was five of us, my buddy Chris, my buddy London, this girl, I can't remember her name. Scott and I were like real close. We were buddies, and we did this shit a lot. So like we brought them. So we're going in there. We were like, oh shit, there's the fence. Scott and I like, we'll walk around, see if we can find a hole or something. You guys chill here. We go in, we just wind up pulling up the fence and went under it. And as we're walking to go get them and tell them, a dude is walking at us, right? Now let me show you what the place looks like. Right, that's the place. You see it? Yeah. So that's the place.
Like
so dude's
campus
walking.
building over here.
It's fucking crazy. It's huge, right? So we go, and I have a bunch of these stories because we've been in all of them, and I've almost died at pretty much everything. So, sorry.
The way you
I just realized
I'm over here like in it.
I didn't realize the sentence I said as I went into it. So this guy walks up to us, never seen him before. We're like, hey, what's going on, man? He's like, Steve, where Steve's at? And we're like, no, dude, we're just chilling. We're exploring. We're not looking for anything. He's like, you don't have drugs? And we're like, no. He's like, that's good. And clearly we're going to kill us. We did. Dude got on the fucking fire escape and walked all the way up. We're like, all right, well, we'll just stay away from up there. That was our big plan. So we went and got the other three. We get them in. And we find two double doors into the basement. They're like propped open a little bit, and it's just fucking darkness. So we had to literally like pull, two of us. London was about my height. So like we had to pull the doors open to get them open so we can walk in. And it's the basement, just like you. So like it was just crazy that you had said that. So we walk into the basement, and like this is fucking just spooky as shit. It really is. So we walk into the basement. And we were walking through it, right? We did have flashlights. We were prepared. Walked all the way through the pitch black. Looks like Freddy's boiler room when you're shining the lights around, right? And you go in, and we found like where the morgue area was. Which is fucking crazy. And you could tell it was like the morgue area for probably the people who didn't maybe have families or anything, because there was another morgue area up top that just seemed like it was like had more of the embalming and everything. So I don't know what they were doing with each or whatever, but this just looked weirder. It didn't look as much. It looked more like a room where they stored bodies. I even found a log and I took it. I don't know where it is now, but yeah, we go up the stairs. But I'm like, all right, guys, you go up. You know, I told Scott, you lead. I'll stay down here and take the back, because like the way you walked into this little cove and then up the stairs, everything's pitch black, and we heard the doors close. So if it took two big guys, and we're both 6'8", to pry them open, and we just heard the two doors close, I'm fucked up. I'm like, guys, I heard this stuff. So we heard the doors close as they're going up. I bolt up the stairs, and we get in, and it's like the kitchen area. It's the main level. You know, we see the morgue. If you look through some of the, like it's fucking creepy, just like this. Like every room looks like this shit, right?
Shit in my pants.
This we saw this. Yeah, it's great, and it's all written as shit is written everywhere, right?
Using this shit for seances and shit.
Dude, let me finish. we're getting there. It gets crazier, right? So we're in there. We're traveling around, walking and stuff. We're just checking things out, and I hear people coming up those steps. Right, we're in the other room now, but I hear people, and I'm like, and I hear like what sounds like, sort of sound from far away. You know, I'm freaked out. I'm like, guys, there are people coming up those steps. We just came up. No, it's fine. Like there are people coming up those steps. We need to get the fuck out of here. We're gonna get killed. So like, it's fine. I'm like, we're not fucking fine. So we go down this long hallway. I'm like, can we at least start shoving off to a completely different part of this fucking hospital, please? And so we start shoving off to part of the hospital down this very long corridor with all the doors open and the moonlight shining through the doors. Right? It's fucking terrifying. If you think people are behind you, do you really want to walk straight down a hallway of doors that are just open at night? All you have is moonlight and your flashlights? No, it's terrifying. So now we get down the hallway, and I see a figure by the kitchen area walk across, shine the flashlight, nothing there, and then we hear like something like that. Like it wasn't that whistle, but it was like a whistle. And like just fucking with us. I'm like, and now they hear it, and I'm like, get in the fucking courtyard. We jumped out this window because we're on the main level into this courtyard, and I'm like, we'll go through the courtyard and try and figure it out. And we realize that we're trapped in the courtyard. It's the building surrounds the courtyard.
Center. Oh my god.
And we're like, all right, only thing we do is charge that way and go through that window back in. So we do that. We haul ass. We get through the window. I look back, and then I see fucking flashlights on the other side. I'm like, these people know this fucking place, and they're coming. So we find steps, right? And the steps, like we find this like hallway area, and then steps going up and steps going down. And I'm like, up or down, up or down. Now we start hearing fucking noises up. So I look up, just up the steps is a doorway. I'm like, go in that doorway.
Suck.
We go in
Not
that
during
room.
the ghost story.
It's just a room with two windows. It's just a fucking room. That's it. London grabs an old mattress. He has the girl behind him, and he's hiding behind the mattress, standing up on the wall in the corner. Chris grabs like an old desk and hides under it. And like, just Scott and I are like, we doing this? And he's like, I guess we're doing this. And I'm like, I have no idea what we're getting into here. And now we hear them coming, and they start screaming, we're going to kill you. And then we hear the ones coming from the bottom coming up. And Scott and I look at each other, and like fight or flight kicked in. I'm not going to bullshit here. And we were just like, we got to go. And he's like, yeah, we're going to die. And we jumped out the windows. And it was only like maybe like 7 or 8 feet, but we jumped out the windows and landed. And as soon as we hit, we hear freeze, and the flashlights come up on us. I have never been so happy to see cops in my life when I know I was definitely doing wrong, especially. Yeah, it was fucked up. And then they pull us out, and they're like, is anybody, and they're like urgently like, is anybody else with you? Is anybody? And we're like, yeah, we have 3 friends in there. And we're screaming it out, hopefully. And he starts screaming, and he's like, come out here now, the 3 of you. I want you out here now. and they come out through the window, and then they pull us up through the fence, like we go under again, and these cops were fucking pissed. They're like, you could have been killed in there. First of all, there's a pool in the thing that's not filled up. What if one of you had fallen into it in the basement? I was like, well, yeah, nobody thought about that. That's a good point, officer. You're not wrong. And as we're walking all the way down the hill again, he's just like, do you understand how many calls we get here? They attack people here. They steal your shit. It's just people living here. A lot of them are drugs. Get into it. And I was like, yeah, it's not good. But we just got down and fucking, they took our names and shit and was like, we're getting the fuck out of here. That was one where, that was like the second time where I was really scared that my life was in danger.
Fuck.
The haunting though, I can tell later, but I'd still love to hear your guys' story if that's cool.
I ain't got shit like that. Like either one of them shits.
Yeah, I don't have anything even remotely close to those stories.
Nah, I felt like I should have probably went first.
The only thing that I got, and it could be an urban legend, I'm not sure. So the high school that I went to, when you look at an aerial photo, there's 3 6s.
Jesus Christ.
And the story is that they buried witches on the land as like a burial for witches. And to get revenge, and I don't want to say I was tracking it, but it carried, this thing carried on for a couple of years. Every other year, someone who graduated from the school died the year later. And this thing happened like for at least when I was maybe in 8th grade through maybe 1 or 2 years after I graduated, that cycle kind of continued. And I don't know if it's coincidence. I don't know if it's rumor. But yeah, if you look at aerial photo, there's 3 6s on the campus of the school. And every other year, an alumni died.
That's fucking nuts.
Jesus Christ.
What school was that?
Weird.
Clarkstown South in West Nyack, New York.
I don't want to go to that school.
I'm gonna get a review of it.
Chris and I are gonna get a call tomorrow. Hey guys, want to be teachers at the school?
Yeah, how much is it?
Round. Story, what you got? Come on, you got something. There's got to be some kind.
I don't got nothing like that. I really don't. I mean, the closest thing I have to it was when I went to Colorado and did the what was it, the Overwatch tour.
Oh, yeah.
I did, like, during that tour, I didn't see anything, but I did get a vibe that I've never had from being on, on any type of tour. I did get a vibe in certain areas and certain rooms there. Like there was a point where they have you're in this room, they're talking, they're talking about this one ghost. It's a little girl, forgot her name, and they play a song that she supposedly likes, right? And at this point, they close the door and they turn off the lights, which I was the guy standing by the door and the lights, so I close it and turn off the lights. And before you do this, they give you dum-dums and they have them standing up with with the candy part down and the stick standing up. And they're saying, like, if they play this song and like if she comes out, like she'll knock your stick over. And I'm telling you right now, I was like, I hope this shit doesn't happen to me because I'm gonna run like a bitch. I'm not lying to you guys. Like and I know for like if that would have happened, if I was right by the door, I would have just opened that door and just took off. Fuck that, the tour is over. Fuck this shit. I don't care that I paid for it. I'm good. And I was I didn't tell my brother this until after we left. And he was like, "Yo," he was like, "I was feeling the same way." He's like, "Yo, if you would open that door and took off and run with you," he was like, "I'm running with you." I was like, Please believe it. Please believe, because it's just one of those things where, again, like you got the vibe and all that. And I know we weren't being disrespectful, but still, you don't know how those beings may or may not act. And it's like, yeah, if you just happen to take this lollipop and do something, whatever the case may be, I'm just gonna happen to open this door and leave. Like just go back, go right back to the hotel and go relax.
Fuck that.
Smoke some weed and watch some horror movies or some shit. I don't know.
So, all right, I'll tell my ghost story. Fine.
Yes, you should.
Sit around the fire, oh boys. I'm gonna tell you, and that meant like boys' grandchildren. Don't. That's a sturdy thing. He gets mad at me every time I use that word.
No, it's Chris that gets mad. I don't point that one out.
I never use it the wrong way though. You jerk. All right, just sit right back and you'll hear it.
HLS. Oh God.
Okay, I'm gonna. HLS is like I'm never. Why did so do this twice? All right, so back in the day, there was this thing called the Devil's Tree, right? I knew how to get there in my high school, so I ran tours. People would pay me like $20 or something like that, and gas was cheap back then, so fine. I would take like 2 guys up. Me and my buddy Lenny would go, and we'd give them a tour. Now, this is the Devil's Tree, right?
Okay.
That's the Devil's Tree during the winter. During the summer, of course, it's leaved and beautiful and the whole night. Reason I show this picture.
I feel like I've seen
All
that
right.
image in a movie or something.
You might have. I think there actually is a Devil's Tree movie. I just don't know if it's about this story. The story of this is, and the story of this is that this tree was used to hang slaves way back in the Revolutionary times. And now it's haunted, and it's the only tree, like they keep trying to cut it down and it won't cut down. I don't know how much of the story is true. I'm just speaking the legend, of course. So we used to just take the tours, whatever, charge the kids and bring them up there and we'd hang out. Now, the story is also that this tree is protected by a ghost, and it's in a truck. It's like a big black truck and they chase you like a pickup truck. And that is a story that's been coming out from this tree since like the 50s or 60s. Well, one night we drive down there, and also down the street, I don't know if it could be a militia type guy's house, but we called it the KKK house.
Okay.
Because they had like this glowing red cross, and they had like a school bus in there, and it looked like they would target practice half the time. We were like, whatever, they're probably fucking crazy. So we would go to the Devil's Tree, and this is actually 2 events that I'm going to mix into a story for one night to tell for Halloween. So we go first, before we even go to the Devil's Tree, we go up to see the glowing cross. That's on this big road. That's by the KKK militia guy's house. You drive down the road, and of course, all it is you are hitting your brake lights, and there's a cross with reflectors on it, and it just glows at night. But it's startling when you're driving this completely black road in the backwoods in the hills somewhere in New Jersey, and like you hit your brakes and there's a fucking giant cross behind you. It's terrifying. So
I can imagine.
Oh shit. I don't want to imagine.
Touche. I'm telling them out
Hey, yo, Mick, where the fuck are you bringing us, man?
So
we're boys.
There's 4 of us. We're driving down this road, right? And it's a haunted road. They always said it is a haunted road. Well, Lenny and I are in the front seat. I think it was this kid Angelo, and I forget who the other kid was in the back seat. They were just talking bullshit, and Lenny and I are driving, and I see a female figure in white up ahead of me. And my brain is literally going, oh shit, what is happening? This road is pitch black. Why is she on the road? Right? And nobody said anything. And I'm like, and we keep getting closer, and I'm like, my brain has to be playing tricks on me because it's kind of there, not there. It looks foggy, whatever. And then that piece looked foggy. It wasn't a foggy night. I just want to point that out. And then we get closer and closer, and then the figure flies at the car and disappears. I'm holding. I have never seen a ghost before. I've never said anything. I'm not even saying that this was a ghost. All I'm saying is I'm holding the steering wheel like, what just happened? Like, I am literally in my brain going, the logical thing is that your mind is playing tricks on you. It's dark. You're driving. You're doing spooky shit. That's probably what's happening. And then Lenny goes, what the fuck was that? She flew at the windshield. And I went, what did you just see? And that's why, for me, like saying that, like, I'm like, what did you just see? And he explained exactly what I saw. That is the closest encounter in terms of ghosts that if you were going to say it's a ghost story and not maybe our minds playing tricks on us or something like that, any logical, rational explanation, that is the only experience I've ever had. And it's the weirdest fucking experience I've ever had, only because I thought my eyes played tricks on me until somebody else said they saw the exact same thing. That I leave that, he's dead now, so I leave that to an unexplained I chalk it up to an unexplained thing. It's horrifying, and it's not how I'm going to end this story, because like I said, I'm taking 2 stories and putting them in one, because technically I came back another night to do this, and
You went back?
Yeah, I went back
He's
a lot.
white. He's
It paid
white.
me a
Come
lot
on.
to take them. Listen, I took the money.
Listen, before he even goes on, for the rest of us, we just have to know somebody that heard something about a ghost being up there. We ain't even fucking with it. Like, oh, shit,
Clearly.
Smart.
it's not even got to be true. It could just be something made up. Yo, you heard Billy went up there? Yeah, you never found again. Oh shit, yeah, I ain't going up there.
Well, then you're definitely not going to want to hear this next part,
I'm
because
listening.
what was this? What were the type of ghosts that were haunting that stupid racist tree? The black truck, pickup truck. So like automatically I hear that and I'm like, they're probably racist, right? Like, the black pickup truck doing it. We go back, right? We park. I get out of the car. Everybody else gets out with me. We walk up to the tree. We used to get out and then look off them. This time, no go. We get up to the tree. A black pickup truck is coming around the bend where the tree is. I shit you not. I'm not saying a ghost truck. I am not saying it was a ghost. What I'm saying to you is a black pickup truck drove around, went around the bend where the road was, and we're like, oh, thank God they're going to leave. Hopefully they don't stop seeing our car down there. We were far from the car. They came back around. At the corner where the tree was, like over by the road, they point the headlights at the tree. Now, at this point, we're hiding behind the tree. We're like, we're going to die. They all get out of the car. It's like 4 of them with sticks and shit. We all look at each other. We're like, all right, run straight back from where the tree is. So like if they're there, here's the tree, and we're here, run backwards. Like go back that way as far as we can and hide where we can. Because there's no trees. It's just a field. So we start running. We're hauling ass. I feel like the brush, like the wheat brush past my top of my head. And I start grabbing people and throwing them into the thing. And I'm like, no matter what happens, I don't care if they set my car on fire. You do not get up and you do not say anything. They are standing there. You shut up. We be quiet. And that is it. Oh, this story is not over. They're screaming. They're up by the tree now looking for us. They're screaming at us. They're going to kill us. They're going to get us. We're going to get you. Don't worry.
I would have been crying. Probably should.
Finally, after about 20, 25 minutes, I guess they got bored because they knew they weren't going to call us out. Like, oh, come on out now. They were doing everything. They get in their truck and we see the truck go away up the road. I'm like, we are running our fucking asses off. We're getting in that car. We're moving. That's it. Even if they left somebody behind, I will deal with it. Get to the fucking car. That is it.
I'm out.
We haul ass to the car. We get there. Nobody's there. We all get in the car. Lenny left his fucking door open. I'm like, you son of a bitch. He's like, I wanted a quick getaway. I'm like, I have the keys. So we all get in the car. Here's where we're stupid. We should have just went straight home. This did happen the same night.
Stop.
Yeah. So
White
we drive.
people,
There's
man.
another haunted attraction not far. And what it is, it's called the Three Bridges. And they're like 3 small, like stone bridges that you drive over in this like back mountain road. I'm like, we're going to go do the 3 bridges and we're going to leave because they paid me for it. They wanted to do this experience. So I'm taking them. I do the 3 bridges. What you're supposed to do is you drive over the first one, you go 1. You drive over the second one, you say 2. You get to the third one, you stop it, you throw it into park, and you shut off the car and all the lights and everything. You just stand there, and you're gonna feel the car shake like a ghost is shaking it. Right? We do it. Shut everything off. Everything. Boom, boom, 1, 2, everything's off. We're sitting there. I think again, my mind's playing trick on me. We all hear scratching, and I'm like, hey, it's got to be just like the car or something settling or whatever. I don't know. I don't chalk that up to a ghost. Here's where it gets bad. Here's where I could have been stealing DVD players and TVs off of trucks back in the day with Vin Diesel. I turn the car back on. Starts back up. Start the car. Turn on the lights. Put it in drive. And headlights, I shit you not, like a fucking horror movie, came up in my fucking rearview mirror. It was the truck. We fucking fly. Like Lenny is just like, floor it, man. We just, it's like 3:00 in the morning. And I will tell you, they chased us for a solid 7 or 8 miles to the highway. And thank God we got off on the highway. And I thought they were going to follow us on the highway. I'm like, we got to get back to our area. And if they follow us all the way, just get back home. Because I know exactly, I'll go right to the bar or some shit. And I was in high school, but I knew like my older brothers and stuff. So I was like, I'll go right to the bar. We'll be fine. And we get off on the highway and they fucking are like following us off to get off. And then they veer off. I almost shit the entire time. But when I'm telling you, I've never driven like this. I'm taking fucking turns and fishtailing. That you have to go on the side of a road, on the side of a mountain where there's a quarry down here. I'm talking like you see in like Mission Impossible 2 and shit, where it's like real skinny roads. You got to take that all the way around and it's winding. And I'm telling you, that's like 2 miles of that shit. I am 80 on this mountain road. I'm like, this dude's not catching me. I don't care. I am flying on this fucking road. It was Smokey and the Bandit. That's how good I was doing that night. Fear controlled the whole scenario. I was never so proud of myself to be a getaway driver. But yeah, that was my experience. That was my ghostly experience, and another experience where I almost died doing this shit.
That's when you start carrying a piece to do those tours.
Insane,
dude. Or that's just stop. Trust me.
After the first experience, I'm thinking, you know what, guys? I'm going. Fuck this. I shouldn't even came for this first part, but I'm not going to the next thing you guys do.
Exactly.
You want to hear the funny part? That experience at the mental hospital happened after this experience.
See,
after both these experiences, all three of these experiences.
I got a question. Were there any minorities with you during those times?
Yeah, for the ghosts, one of the kids with me was Asian, the other kid was Italian, so not minority on that one. I know, I was not counting that one. The 2 guys that came with us when we got chased, I don't know if my friend Stan was there. He was black. I just don't remember who was with us. I remember Lenny because he left my fucking door open, and he said that fucking floor, man. It would just crack me up. London is black. So the guy London I was telling you about, he's black. And that's on those. Yeah, that was it. Okay,
so and he went to one thing though. He didn't do both things.
No, London used to go with us quite a bit to stuff. He hated it. He fucking, oh my God. You want to hear another story?
Yes.
I got another one. Yeah. I have lots of them. I've been in every mental hospital that was around.
Why is this a thing? Like, there's no like Nintendo when you're growing up.
Yeah, we go home to play PlayStation.
There was no Sega Genesis.
The funny thing is, I wouldn't mind going on those type of tours, but like
these
deep down, being 100% real, I don't want to see anything. Getting the feeling is good enough. I really don't want to see anything because I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. Like, especially like just imagine you go there with your significant other, and there's a ghost, and you're just like, ah, and just faint. It's like, what are you gonna do after that?
There's no coming back from that.
She can't feel safe at nothing.
No, that relationship is done. Done.
Oh man,
and your pride is out the window.
I left my ex and a shoe behind when the chainsaw guy came out in a haunted house one time. And he came out with her in the shoe and was like, I think you left a couple things behind, bud. You okay though? Because bro, I was booking it. I flew through people left and right. Like I pushed through her to get through other people to get back out this motherfucker. Left the shoe
Did you
behind,
get
dropped my car
together that night?
keys.
Holy shit.
I was with her for like 5 years at that point. I was like, sorry, babe.
Dude.
Wait, 5 years after that incident?
No. I was like, that was the point where like we were together already at like 5 years at that point.
Wow.
And I
And
was
you
like,
still left her.
bye.
Wow.
I was like, hope your asthma don't
Oh.
kick in now. You got your pump. Pew!
Dude, do you
Even
want
that night.
to? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yo, he pushed her out the way they didn't even know her. Bitch, move.
Yeah, seriously.
Didn't give a fuck about my shoe. Didn't care about nothing else other than fuck. I left the car keys.
Fuck 5 years. Yo, I'm gone.
Dude, let me see if I can find this video. I want to show you guys because last year Casey and I went to our friends
was her idea.
immersive. We went to our friends immersive
Enjoy your new
haunt, and that's
friend.
where they can fuck with you, and they can touch you and throw you around and stuff like that. And that shit's fucked up. And the thing was, like, because it was our friends Stephanie and Destiny. You guys know Destiny, you met her. And Destiny and Stephanie runs Carolina Film Fest, and then they had the haunt in October, over on a farm. Well, they invite us out for the Scene Snobs because we do all their media and stuff. We're like, will you film your way going through, So and it was just filming our faces, kind of, not the whole thing. It was like, yeah, absolutely, we will. So we went down North Carolina. I'm going to show you some video of this one because I'm going to tell you right now. First of all, I got into it. I wasn't.
Is this gonna freak me out? Hold on. Is this gonna freak me out?
It's not going to freak you out. I think you'll end up laughing more than anything.
Okay.
But
I like comedy.
well, I can't promise you'll
Bro, that is one of my
I'll find
biggest
something
like
laugh.
irrational rational fears, I think. And I say irrational because I mean you're going to a certain thing for that experience, but at the same time, like God forbid somebody decides that night that your tour is going through to be, here's my opportunity.
Yep.
To be extra.
Oh man, Jethro, I'm out.
dude.
No, and it's crazy because like there's a lot of crazy people in New York. So like on any given day, someone could push you in front of the train. So imagine if they actually took the extra step and said, I'm gonna go some whole abandoned psych ward or like a fucking tree that has history and just do some crazy shit. I'm not doing it. I'm not going.
Yeah, let me pull this up.
I love haunted houses, but at the same time, my brain works too much. And then again, if I hear that chainsaw and I'm like, I don't know, man, something's telling me get the fuck out of here. Like I'm not waiting to find out if the blade is still on that motherfucker. Nope.
Well, I guess because of my time in the actual fucking haunted places, when I step into a haunted house, like my brain for some reason is like, you'll be fine. Because normal haunted houses, you're not going to be touched.
Yeah.
This one, I knew I was going to be touched. So I was a little weirded out by that because I was like, I react. Like I don't run because I physically can't. My knees don't work. So like, I'm just going to fight. Like that's what's going to be. And you're going to kill me. Like I know my stance. We could go pound for pound. Like who can Mick survive against in the horror world. And I know I'm going to die. I'll just tell you how long I'm going to stand.
Yeah.
Like I think if Freddy's in human form, I'll fuck him up a little bit because he's just got the glove. He's not that fucking. Maybe in the later ones he knows karate and shit. Fuck you. I'll knock you out in the first one. Jason, not so much. But my point with this is, so like when I get into these haunts, like they don't really like they'll get me and I'm like, oh shit, that was scary or whatever. But that's around really what it is. I don't have a reaction to hit. When you have kids who try to fuck with you a lot and your reaction is to hit, you have to practice and practice and practice as not to react in any way. It's not always that easy. Oh, all right. HLS, man, before you leave, you want to tell them your show and stuff?
Yeah. My 5 Cents podcast. Check us out. We are now on YouTube. We're on all your favorite streaming platforms: Spotify, Podbean, iHeart, Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, everywhere. Check us out. It's a good time.
It is a great time. I love being on your show. I love when you guys come on. So I can't wait to have you. And the open invitation every Friday, man. You're always welcome. You know that.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll be back. This was fun, guys.
Appreciate
Pleasure
it,
meeting you,
man.
buddy.
All right.
Have a good one.
Night, bro.
Good night,
Nice to
guys.
meet
Be
you.
well,
Man.
bro.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, HLS is awesome, dude. He's a great guy. And their show is amazing. So to set this up a little bit more, when we went into this immersive, I had never been in one. So to hear like they can touch and they can fuck with you, I'm like, I mean, pound for pound, whatever, I'm gonna go.
Mhm.
So, and I know they're not gonna kill me. You know what I mean? Like it's still a haunt, and they're actors. So like I'm still rationalizing it. We went through this. This thing is so fucking long. It's supposed to be 25 minutes long, just if you go through it normally without the immersive. And it's like an hour if you go through it. Our first go around was like an hour and a half because they would
Damn.
not, they told them lay it on, get to it. So we were like, fine. They did it. It was crazy. And it freaked us the fuck out because it's so in your face. And everyone's screaming in your face, laughing in your face, touching you, throwing you up, like fucking with you. And it was, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this is freaking me the fuck out. And now I'm getting tired because I sweat when I breathe. So, of course, I'm going to sweat when I'm walking and I'm being thrown around and shit. So, for an hour and a half, we get back around. What happens? They make us go back through and do it again. Another 45 minutes of it and shit, right? We get through. By that time, I'm so tired. I'm like, I'll just fucking kill everybody. I don't care. Just stay out of my way. I'm getting out of here. And they kept like, no, we're bringing you back in. I'm like, I will kill you. We'll die today. You need to leave me alone at this point. It was no longer scary. I was just like now tired. This is a little commercial we filmed for it, and I'll show you some footage for it. That was just the walkway and shit,
Damn.
right? This is some crazy.
All right.
Hey.
Time to go.
Casey, why are you holding my hand?
It's not me, buddy.
That was that.
Devil's Playground, that's called?
Yeah, they didn't do it this year, but it was fucking awesome. They did a great job. They had zombie tag. Like you get like some these different devices, and like one person's the medic and can heal different people. The other person are the ones who are zombie hunters. The other ones are victims. The other ones are zombies.
Nice.
And you all play, and it's kind of like open, and you go. It's pretty fucking crazy. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty
Oh,
good.
that sounds dope.
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
I love stuff like that when they do that at the farms, especially because it's all like,
man. Bro, the
open.
first time I actually seen an actual fucking corn maze.
oh my god, dude, right? Dude, we have like 50 of them near my house. Ever since I moved here, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is cool. This is like the same as the city, but like I'm in the fucking suburbs. Like, but I have like I pass like 700 cows when I take my kids to school.
Nice.
And I know you two because I know you from New York, and you don't know what that's like. I'm not saying you've never passed a cow or farms,
But not as
but
yeah.
like every
Not as
day,
regular.
like, fucking cows and horses and shit. They're weird.
Not as regular in the parts of New York we live in, yeah.
I
You never
always
try to
had
stop.
that.
You never try to stop and fuck them, do you?
No.
Cow tipping?
Casey said
Anyone?
anyone like that.
Just
Casey
making
grew
sure.
up on a farm in Connecticut, so every time we passed a farm, I had to ask him questions because I'm like, "Fuck is this? Like, what's happening here? Like, why are one cow jumped one time?" And I'm like, "They do that?" He's fucking shocked. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "And not all cows are the same, right?" I'm like, "They're different races." He goes, "I don't know races, but there's different species of cow." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. Like what?" And he just started fucking naming them.
That's
It's weird.
that's something else.
Bro,
So
fuck that.
I'm gonna pull up this thing that I showed.
The corn maze was I don't know if that was more of a mind fuck on me than like that haunted house, because they had it set up. It was actually at the Altamont Fair back in like 08, 09, sturdy.
Nice.
They had three different long ass areas of their farm, like the what do they call them? Like those fucking like hanger looking things that they had dressed up and designed different ways. One of them was like a mad scientist lab with dead bodies everywhere and like these creatures and shit. They had a clown one, and then they had this fucking other one where it was like all just normal Halloween scary shit, and then the chainsaw guy and all that. The one with the
Nice.
mad scientist, bro, scared the ever living fucking shit out of me so bad. So bad.
Love it.
I didn't sleep that night. I'm not even gonna fucking lie.
I love that. I love those stories though when it makes you feel like that. Check this out.
Would you guys be there for me if I was going through something?
No.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
I hope it sucks whatever you're going through.
I hope it sucks.
What the fuck?
I hope it emotionally scars you for the rest of your life.
I hope you reach out to me so I can ignore you. I can't wait to go to your funeral knowing that I can change that outcome.
Dude.
So you better play good, or else I'm not answering the phone for you when you need me.
So I put together some fun little what could be funny if you guys are into it.
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right. I'm gonna do you want to do all right. Do you want to do the don't laugh you want to do the Halloween pranks first, the videos? Do you want to do the what do you call it? Funniest bloody Halloween memes? Creative Halloween costumes that put the basic witches to shame.
Ooh.
They have spirit Halloween memes for last minute shoppers. I have off-brand Halloween costumes that just missed the mark. And I have a try not to laugh challenge Halloween edition. Take your pick.
I know,
Chris, if you do need to go, I do know. I understand.
I'm just letting everybody know. I don't want to miss this now.
Okay.
Let's do the try not to laugh. Let's do the try not to laugh and wrap it up with that. If you're cool with that, just because he has the bounce.
I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna laugh, but I'm gonna try not to.
Fine, Sturdy. You don't want to hang out with me because Chris has to go. That's fine. Whatever. I'm not even mad.
That's just like ugly. Oh shit!
Here we go. You ready?
He's all the way gone. He's all the way gone. I'm losing this round completely.
Funny.
Freaking Vine.
Okay, that was a bit overdone, my guy. The first scream acceptable. The next 3, 4, and the whole moving around. Hey, Bubba.
Booby.
Booby?
Whoa. Whoa, spooky.
Spooky. Whoa. Oh, fuck no.
This would be Sturdy.
Damn right.
Loading his kid on the bus.
That's great parenting right there. Don't forget the book bag.
You better let it go, Elsa.
And what do you think you're doing?
That's where the attitude starts, guys.
Yeah.
He's 5. The attitude starts at 5.
That shit was like 3 feet.
I don't know nothing about wrestling, but my daughter does. So I bought this box of Bootios at the store, and I ate some dry. When I added milk, this happened.
Oh, hello, people on Halloween! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Studios, baby. Get down with that wrestling.
Oh my god, white people are the best.
You laughing at me?
He instantly forgot how to walk, bro. His legs stopped working.
Nah, fuck that kid shit. I want stuff where kids are falling down, and I want Sturdy laughing. I'm not hearing Sturdy laughing.
I sent you guys one that was earlier of why you shouldn't scare your wife.
I didn't see it.
I did. Did I send it to you? I know I sent it to Sturdy for sure. I always forget who I sent shit to.
Let me pull up this one. This one's more adult oriented.
Sweet.
I want Sturdy laughing. I don't condone his non-laughing.
Shit, I don't know if it was Instagram or YouTube.
No, not your fault. I gotta bring the comment. They keep coming to see themselves.
Not strong with her.
Anybody fall on the is funny. Oh,
Jackie
man.
almost got it. Go.
Yeah, someone's grandmother's acting up. That's crazy.
Oh my god, just touch it. You're fine.
You can't get it off.
That dude's got a big head.
Oh my god. Oh.
No.
I don't know what the hell just happened.
Pop out of a cough. Well, I know it's not funny when Chris is on his phone.
That
Oh.
sucks.
You are a crazy goat.
You're tricking me.
What the fuck is supposed to happen?
I have no idea. This is fucking lame. I'm mad.
That's some white ass shit right there. Tricking their dogs trick or treating. Do you do that, Mick?
What do I type in?
Do you bring your dogs trick or treating, Mick?
I make them? No.
No, I said, do you bring your dogs trick or treating?
One of all time. Fuck
I
this.
did send it to you. I sent it to you again, Mick.
Oh, all right. I'm pulling this shit up. Where'd you send? Oh, there it is. No, where is it?
Oh, on
I didn't get it
TikTok,
yet.
yeah, sorry.
What the fucking TikTok? I'm not signed in TikTok. Why does everybody send shit on TikTok? I get like 50 messages a day.
Well, it's only one of the last three. Two of them is one of the is it of the last three I sent you on TikTok. You were just on TikTok, so that's why I was like I mentioned it.
It's not playing them for me. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. I have a married one, and then that's probably this. All right, let me pull this up. Let's see what you got.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Listen, I'm doing my best. All right, I'm not the only host here.
No crack with me. Huh?
Here we go.
This is why you shouldn't scare your wife.
Oh.
Gonna cause some damage.
Oh. Whoa.
Sorry.
Oh, if he didn't move.
He once told me the world told me I ain't the sharpest tool in the
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good. That was a good hit.
Let's kick it. Ice, ice.
Why women live longer.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Somebody
Fucked up.
once told me
Yo,
that
he lifted off the floor.
Oh,
This is why you shouldn't
That
scare your wife.
that kid got killed. That had to be fake, or that kid got killed. There's no fucking way in this world that was real, or that kid would have been killed.
Like 30
He's
died.
dead. Like
30
like
died.
there's a
He's
proof
fucking
to a-
dying.
Yo, her scream was wild.
I would have fucking screamed like that too. If my kid shot me while I'm on a ladder with paint in my hands, I swear to God, I mean,
What do you do? Okay. What do you do as the dad in that situation? Like, say you just happen to come in the room and you see the whole shit happen.
I would be.
Do you laugh at all?
It would probably be one of those scenarios where it's like I laugh until like the click happens and I've so far gone crazy.
When you hear the scream?
Because it was finally like okay, yeah, this is life now. This is life, 30 years to life sort of thing. And then like, you're just
What
pissed.
if you were mad at her that day?
No way. And all of those husbands deserve the broken TVs and shit. Like that, I'm proud of all of those women because no fight and no flight. It was all fight. They were like, I'm taking this motherfucker out.
Or it was both. It was fight then flight, which is smart too. You gotta defend yourself real quick, then take off.
Well, that's funny because like once they realized, every single one of them stopped. Like they started crying, which I get because that's really fucked up to do to somebody. You made her break something of hers. Yeah, it may be both of yours, but like it is part hers. And you made her break something of hers by scaring her. Now it's apologizing shit. It is what it is. I mean, I joke, I fuck with my wife sometimes too, but
yeah, we all do.
That's first of all, you're an idiot. As soon as I saw her with the hammer, I would have turned around like I was walking away. And she would have been like, "What are you wearing?" "Oh, I'm testing on this Halloween costume." I'm not getting hit with a fucking hammer.
No, fuck that. Like there's no. And my wife is fucking crazy, so
That's funny.
I tend not to try to scare her too much. Here and there I do, because sometimes you gotta do it.
I don't fuck with that shit, dude.
But it's to an extent. And then sometimes it just happens. Like she's too easy for me to scare, so it just happens and I'm always doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
But scaring people, that's so fucking funny.
Anybody want to go as Witch Hunter Gray for Halloween?
Can't do it.
How about Potter Teacher Wizard Boy?
Can't do it. It says boy.
How about Goddessy Padre Cyberman? What the fuck is this shit?
This is weird.
This is fucking weird. About Pubescent Frog of Silent War?
The names of these sound like Dollar General.
Dude.
Dollar General's.
The Silent
This is
War.
just
Jesus.
Look at this white dude just sitting in a fucking muscle shirt.
Looking happy as shit.
He was so happy. He's like, I look good in this.
Yeah, I'm
Creepy husband. That's the ghetto version of fucking Gomez.
Yeah.
They could have at least used somebody Spanish. They could have at least used Chris.
Condescending online man. Have you ever seen V for Vendetta?
$139. I've never seen it.
Oh
I
my
know
god.
the mask though.
Watch it so you understand this and you will fucking love it.
When you get this. That is
I need to
horrible.
save that and send it to my wife because she's gonna laugh her ass off. She loves that. That was the first night I met her. I asked her, because like it was just a qualifying question, like, what's your favorite movie? I'm a big movie guy. She goes, right now it's V for Vendetta. And I was astounded by that answer. I was like, really? I was like, you never hear comic book movies from, like, especially women. Like, that's awesome. Morph costume?
That's fucking it in Florida. That's exactly how it would have looked like if he was in Pennywise would have looked if he was in Florida.
That's
Just like that. Same hair, everything.
Prince.
Is this blackface?
No, that's a white dude wanting to be Prince real bad.
80s purple musician costume.
That's basically how you would look in that, Mick.
Web slinger boy. Superhero boy's costume. Cat with hat.
Hey. There you go. Hey, can you get me the cat in the hat? Yeah, I got you, son.
A child onesie. Carly. I don't know. This is funny to me. You guys can go. I'll just sit and laugh.
You guys can go.
Goofy Salem sister.
I saw one earlier with it said realtor headshots, and it was like a pantsuit with them turned sideways. I was dying.
I love that shit. Sponge baby.
Wow.
Short plush adult mascot funny costume. What? That's the stuff. White Claw. Oh no, it says White Clam Seltzer. What the fuck? Oh, that's Shive. Kill Lady.
Kill Lady.
They could have at least changed it to like Kill Will or something.
Dude, what the fuck? Blue Gnome
Blue
Father.
Gnome Father. That's supposed to be fucking Papa Smurf.
Unusual events. Stranger Things, unusual events. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. It's a fucking M&M.
I thought that was a meatball. Wow.
And then it just says suit. Fantastic magician boy. You guys are not having fun. I don't even care. I'm loving this. Aqua Walker. Look at his suit.
That looks about as good as that movie was.
Jesus Christ.
Aqua Walker.
Yeah, Aqua Walker, right?
Aqua Hero.
This one right here. And then you have Aqua Hero. Temporary tattoos. Okay, wait. Oh, there it is. Green Italian plumber.
Fucking imposter. Green Italian plumber. That's fucking nuts.
Burger Fam.
Burger Fam. Nice. Bob's Burgers.
Bad plumber's mate costume.
Bad plumber mate. Jesus.
Can we take a second and look
That's
at this
Waluigi.
and just look at the fucking name? Juice Demon.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Blue Speed Mouse.
Wow. Holy fuck.
Bossy Salem sister. Fucking Hocus Pocus and shit. The Better Future. Bernie Sanders. I do not hear enough laughing about Doc Brown on that fucking screen.
I mean, that's one of the closest of all the Great Value brand costumes so far that we've seen.
It says Bernie Sanders.
The Better Future Bernie Sanders.
You can see that part.
Hungry Rebel Girl. That's from Hunger Games. A lad
in a costume. Nice.
Deceased hero.
Wow.
Look at this.
Trans boy? Okay, that's gonna stir some shit.
Jesus Christ. Red plumber guy. Why is he all muscular? Why does he look like Cody from Step by Step?
He kind of does.
He has a new gig.
Dungarees, t-shirt, and hat. Mad
Dungarees. You gotta say
science. Mad
dungarees,
science.
Mick.
What? I have a nice pair of dungarees upstairs. Mad scientist is the man one, and mad science is the woman.
Okay.
All right.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Samurai.
How? Where?
That's clearly a knight.
I'm like, what the fuck?
And they look like pajamas that are too small for him.
Yo, that kid looks so mad. Like
He's
usually the
like-
kids look happy in these costumes. This kid looks because the kid knows it ain't no damn samurai.
Bro, the shit's not even centered on him or nothing.
He knows it looks like some bullshit, and his parents made him take the picture. Just take the picture because they're getting 20 funky ass dollars.
It's not even a fucking cross. It's just a plus symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Unusual events is back. Smithy's girls fantasy World War II evacuation.
Lord have mercy.
What the fuck? What the fuck? This guy, he's losing it up there.
Oh my
I
god.
get this amazement. World War II evacuation. First of all, who's Smithy? Who is Smithy? That he has a girl's fantasy, and then you go to World War II evacuation. Oh God, was that? Stop. Wait, have we come to a generation that doesn't know Scary Movie and doesn't know what's up? So they think this is
possibly. I
don't know. They got him. I thought maybe they got him.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Stalker. You want to go Stalker? And here's Aging My Chemical Romance fan.
Stop. Stop.
That's the greatest fucking thing. That's fucking.
That's a crazy thing to say.
And that was the end. That was my favorite. That was saving
Ryan's Privates.
Shaving Ryan's Privates. Yeah. All right. I can tell you too.
I gotta kick it.
Halloween with me.
I gotta kick it.
I'm gonna let you guys go.
Sorry,
I'm gonna
buddy.
stay on. I'm gonna stay on all night playing
Do it.
Sporkle.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
I'm not.
When I get tired of getting berated by 10-year-olds with my crew, I'll come back in.
You gentlemen have a very good night. I want to say thank you to everybody. We'll be back next week for Mick at Night. Remember, next Tuesday is the 300th episode of the Scene Stunts podcast. Go check it out. Next Monday night is our final part in our 5-part series, 1 through 20 of my top 100 essential horror movies you must watch.
Nice.
Go check it out. That'll be live. Feel free to come in and hang out and whatnot. On Sunday, I am appearing with Sturdy on the raid. It's between 7 and 9. We're gonna hang out. So I'm very excited for it. And I'm gonna let you guys talk about the raid and stuff before we go. I'm just finishing off here. All the top 100 essential, the 4 parts are out. So go check those out now. Also, remember, everybody, we have great shows on the YouTube channel. So make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit that bell so you know when they all come out. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Tell us more about your show. Sturdy, we can go first, and then Chris, I'm going to let you tell all about the raid and stuff.
My show is Horror Research 30, and we're actually wrapping up on Halloween with the whole Sturtoween thing, finishing off with Freddy vs. Jason. Actually doing 2 shows that day. We're going to be doing what was it? Never Hike Alone Part 2 earlier in the day. I'm not sure what time exactly yet. Got to lock something in, but you'll know and I know. And this Sunday, speaking of the raid, which we're First Stand will take over. I'm a part of that. It's between 7 and 9 o'clock. Going to be discussing, reviewing, talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003. Having a time with that, and talking some horror and all that good stuff. And yeah, that's basically what's going to be going on. So make sure you guys tune in for all that fun stuff. Of course, tune in for the scene snobs, the scary snobs, and where's Stan? Actually, he's over here. Up here.
Love it.
Appreciate you guys'
Go.
time here tonight. I just jumping in. Sorry, I heard the dead silence. I'm taking it. Appreciate everybody who spent the time here tonight. We know it costs you time, so thank you for spending it because we put a lot of effort into it. So on Sunday, it's called a Raid-a-thon. If you are familiar with the Twitch platform, we're helping build a bunch of communities for a bunch of content creators. So what we're doing is starting off wee early hours of the morning, around 6 or 7 o'clock Central Time, which is, I think, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And we're going to be changing out every hour to 2 hours to different content creators, bringing whoever's in our chat over to meet some new people, get some new exposure to some new content creators and new subjects, whether it's gaming of one variety, it's another game topic, or whether it's podcasters like Sturdy, who's got Mick joining them. I might be doing my motivational stream, which is still gaming involved, but also, I play certain inspirational, motivational videos to kind of help with people's, mindsets and kind of help them through process of life at times. And I grow from it as well. It's a super dope time where I get to engage with you guys and I get to reflect back because I always watch these streams too. So it shows me kind of a past self, and I learn from that as well, and I keep my content growing and evolving. So we're just going to keep the ball rolling all day, and we're going to end it off with a podcast at midnight. So if you guys are down for popping in and out or coming along for the whole ride as the train makes its stops at each and every destination, it'd be super great to see you there. I hope you guys can come over and enjoy, and if you got some free time right now, I'm heading over to play Motherfort and Fortnite Friday tonight with my crew. Getting some crowns, some kills. Let's go beat up some little kids in the digital space. Let's do this.
Oh, we cannot forget, and we almost forgot, All for Lunch, that charity that is still going on, still Halloween. So, again, people, please, if you can afford to donate, please donate and share. And if you can't afford to donate, just share. Don't feel bad about it. Just hit that share so others can hopefully donate and or share or both. And yes, that's the message. That is the message.
That is a great message. And let's see if we've raised any more. I try to keep track of it. It has just been a crazy couple of months, or a crazy couple of weeks.
Yeah.
All right, let's see where we're at. And that is we're still at 11:30.
Okay.
And you still have till
Halloween.
I'm going to share it, so you still have till Halloween.
Yep.
So please, guys, and it's down in the description as well. But here it is in the comments.
And just as a reminder, that's why me and Mick are so fabulously low cut at the moment, because we hit our goals.
Boom. There you go.
That's why
I just got a
we're
haircut.
sexy.
I got cleaned up.
And I actually just redid my shape up and everything, and retrimmed everything, got the goatee looking fresh. So y'all better come enjoy the face on camera. You know what I'm saying?
You better go do it, because this face ain't going to be on camera, and neither is this face, I think. So go enjoy Crystal. Keep you entertained.
So. There you go. Learn some Spanish with him. Enjoy.
Spanish curse words. Night, everybody.
He's playing with other people that speak Spanish. They don't. Well, actually, I'm in that group.
Yeah, they make fun of me at my Spanglish.
Boom.